Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of wild and crazy kids in love that love some Wild Card Wednesdays.
It's Wild Card Wednesday!
Yeah, and so today we're checking out Death Stranding 2 on the Beach pre-order trailer. It's a 10-minute trailer, and so we really checked out Death Stranding because, one, it was recommended on our channel, and then that's how we find out a lot of what we react to is we take recommendations. And two, we love Norman Reedus, so that's another reason we checked it out. And we actually haven't played the first Death Stranding game, but every time we check out the trailers, it's still amazing, and we still just really enjoy the mystery behind the trailers.
Yeah, for sure.
You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal, guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
What makes you think you have a choice?
What kind of cargo?
Person.
Cargo like brain dead, pregnant women.
Oh.
No one would possibly allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in.
Yeah. Damn.
They make me bring them over from Mexico.
This thing between us,
It's over.
it was a mistake.
No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
Yeah. So I think I remember about Death Stranding, freaky baby stuff.
That's a cute baby.
Don't worry, Uncle Norman's gonna keep you safe.
Yeah, the last kicker.
Oh my god. Okay. Walkers. Let's say it looked like a cult.
Oh, come on, don't crowd the baby.
Yeah.
Roads that we are yet to pave, the dreams that stillness entertains and slays. Now if my love for you won't make you stay, I don't know what will. You will never leave a trace where you walk. If the only path you take's the one you're told, so walk away, I'll find you.
That's a less pretty environment than everything else. Oh, okay. It's getting worse and worse. Just standing as the avalanche comes towards you.
What was the little puppet?
I don't know.
I couldn't protect Lou. I tried to jump us out of there,
Oh, but only you jumped?
but I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Oh my god.
The walls that we are meant to break. Part of us that still remains untamed. We must be
Yeah. Creepy baby stuff.
in check.
Dark kaiju fights.
Poison
Ooh.
Would you let the wind tell you where to go? If you can brave fate and prove
Yeah,
it
I feel.
wrong. So walk
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty, but I don't think the world's supposed to look like that.
Would the moon be that close?
Well, that, and then with like that atmosphere like torn
Yeah.
apart. There's a cool cat.
Yeah. Ah, Tribeca. No Fanny. Wow. Should I control the tar? Oh, it was right down his head.
I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can't tear us apart. We'll always be connected. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
This time, I'll make a lasting connection with the lady in red. The perfect ending humanity deserves.
Oh!
For the sake of the future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All
Put his hands up.
brace for launch.
What the hell? Oh, okay.
It's got hands for a head.
Nope. Those hands just crawl until it's ready to come to his master. Oh, okay. Attaching the head now.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. I have to agree with that.
A world divided, made whole. With a few sticks for encouragement.
The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture.
That's cool
A
image.
distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent. The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become.
DHB Magellan,
Integrate. Everyone, hold on tight.
Okay, you're taking over one of those things? What the hell?
I mean, there is just so much about that, for lack of a better phrase, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? I applaud them because I feel like with this trailer, they are really building on what the fans of the first game must already be dialed into, which we unfortunately are not. Because there are a lot of things in there where I'm like, I feel like this is a reference or that I should understand this, and I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
All of that being said, despite that, I was still hugely interested and hooked on this, and not disappointed in them that I didn't understand certain aspects, but like, oh man, we really need to get this game so I can better understand what's going on, because it is, to what you had said at the beginning, a mystery to us.
Yeah, but like it's one of those things where it's a mystery that you want to unwrap and unravel and know more about, whereas opposed to like some games that are really out there that you're just like, all right, you're just kind of being weird just to be weird. Whereas like everything in this, I don't know, like it's just, it fascinates me. And all right, so the creator of this, same creator as Metal Gear, another franchise we're like kind of know but like aren't really familiar with, because it looked like Snake. I don't think it was, but I mean, I would say I know it wasn't, but like since we don't know the game, I can't say for sure that it wasn't. But like that's what like it gave me like the Metal Gear, vibes and everything like that as it was coming out. But like that whole transition from like the skull like going back and forth to his face, and then like the background with all like the fireworks going off, and just like the imagery of it was very beautiful, and just I don't know, just sucks you in.
And I have a ton of questions, but I'm also a bit afraid to ask them, because if we do play the first one, I don't want to spoil the experience for us. But in terms of the scene that you were just talking about, the line about like, and I'm paraphrasing, but essentially like the more we strive to protect humanity, the more sticks become, I think they said like essential or something like that. So they just talked about the gun culture in America and how that spread to this continent, whatever the UCA is. Are sticks guns? Is that like, because that just is what it made me think of, but I don't know if they are in fact the same.
Kind of makes sense. What was cool about this is that they didn't start with sort of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Not esoteric. They didn't start with the out there stuff. I mean, like kind of in a way, but like a smuggler bringing people over, but like brain dead pregnant women. You might not know like why they're doing that or like what's going on, like if you haven't played the first game or whatnot. But as someone that hasn't, like, okay, like you've at least grounded me in the real world a little bit more. Not that like, you know, I have a lot of familiarity with people smuggling brain dead pregnant people, or like watch shows that like have anything to do with that. But it like still, there was something a little bit more familiar with that than like the whole, you know, tar kaijus like coming up and like the ship coming over and like, you know, attaching to it or whatever. Like just there was something there. I'm just like, okay, that helps tell a little bit more of the story that's going on, even if I don't know, like, you know, how it all ties in together. And that hooked me like that. Like I said, like it kind of like, okay, ground me like and get kind of the slow climb before like, you know, the free fall of like the insanity that was like the rest of the trailer.
While we may not have firsthand experience with the horror that I imagine is bringing brain dead pregnant women over some kind of border, the fact of the matter is you can say like, okay, in the real world, a horror like that could exist. I can tangibly wrap my head around that concept versus tar pit kaijus taking over the world, which is a bigger ask. So yeah, and I think like the human connection of Norman Reedus and the baby and like the mother trying to protect the baby, that's another thing that like that bond, that kind of character who would be doing those actions, like again, it roots us in a real world that we can connect to.
Yeah.
while all the craziness is moving around us.
Yeah, especially like the whole, like, I mean, again, jumping to know what was going on, like what that all entails, but still someone having to make a choice between, like, they can't take a baby with them when they teleport somewhere. So they just teleport the baby away before dying. They put that like a sort of, and towards the middle of the trailer or whatever, to like bring you back down and like center you again. It's like, okay, and then now here's some more crazy stuff. Very interested, and I think I remember him from the other trailer we watched for Death Stranding 2, where like I think he had like a guitar or whatever that was going crazy. And he had like, he said that he was talking about how he wanted to end the end of this world or whatever, and then like, I don't know, like a tentacle or something like that was coming out of his mouth. So is he alien, or does he have like an alien growing inside him? Like, what is going on there? That was another thing where I'm just like, okay, I want to know more.
Well, because there's also that flash of like a baby in a capsule.
Yeah.
But at first it wasn't a baby. At first it was a bunch of tentacles, and then it like swirled in the capsule and became a baby. So I don't know if that answers a bit of that question, if they're connected possibly. But just because of you mentioning that, like that was something that kind of stuck with me, and it happened so fast. But it was like it was there, and then it was a baby, and you're like, wait, what? Where'd the tentacles go?
So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments, and what you're most excited about for Death Stranding 2. And as far as the first game goes, like any tips or whatever that you might have for us if we go ahead and play it, let us know. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Death Stranding 2 on the beach, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.